Namaste, everybody. So I had a thing come across that I was mentioned in a video, and so I went to it and I checked it out. To that person, my brother, my soulmate, because we're all soulmates, we are all one. I loved it. I think you are freaking spot on. Some things, of course, I don't agree with. But that's fine. You made that video because you just don't agree with me. It's perfect. It's awesome. I wish, in a way, that you would spend a day with me, and we'd go out in public and show you how I am towards people and how people are towards me or you or whatever, I don't go out there forcing my stuff on anybody. All of these things of which I am teaching on, it comes from other sources. Well, so did the Bible, the Quran, the Buddhist teachings, except they were just expanded on because everything has changed, and that's all I'm doing is expanding on it. I'm not telling anybody this is what you should believe. I do put it across pretty much. It's like, man, just think about it. And if God is purity and perfection, then yes, perfection is free will and love. No judgment, no condemnation. I'm not going to tell you, man, I unconditionally love you, as long as you follow these rules. Rules and whatnot are conditions. No, I'm not a character. I'm not playing a character. I've been called a character, but I'm not playing a character. I am sincere. My beliefs, my truth, are mine. And they're not supposed to be everybody's. It's supposed to get people thinking. And I may not have done a very good job of getting this stuff across because I'm still learning myself. I spent well over 12 years in Christianity, 8 years in Satanism, and then back to Christianity. Before I realized things weren't adding up. Now, I still would talk with God and Jesus, family members who have passed on, because I definitely have had some experiences that can't be explained down here. Now, I would say your video is just a bunch of judgmental assessments, but I want to give you more respect than that and just say it's your observation. I too would feel the same way if I happened to come across somebody who is talking like I am. I met a woman like this back in 1993, just before I joined the Army the first time, and I was a bell ringer for the Salvation Army. And she was always smiling. Every time she came to the store, always smiling. And a bunch of bad stuff had been happening in the world, like it always does. And I asked her, why? How can you keep smiling when this is going on, that's going on, this is going on? And she said, I just have faith that God knows what's happening and that all will be well. Okay. So, your truth community. Who is it that is supposed to say, well, this is the truth? Your assessment of my mental health and spiritual health, is that the truth? I had a psych eval years ago, and ain't nothing ever pointed to it. Well, it could be something that's just now coming on. Okay, fine. And that's fine. That's perfect. Whatever you feel, however you feel, that's perfect. And you said something about felons. No, I've never been arrested and charged with a felony. disorderly conduct when I was 19 and drunken disorderly conduct in the Army. Those are the only 2 arrests I've had. Now, have I done things that are felonious? Yeah. I mean, I used to be a weed dealer years ago. And with the amount of weed that I was distributing, yeah, I should have been in prison a long time. Luckily, I got out of it as soon as I could. You say I'm a spiritual mess. God bless you. Yes. Aren't we all? Aren't we? Or let me put it this way. Haven't we always been? Look at how the world has turned out. Look how it was way before we came down in this form. I mean, if scriptures were all perfect and all holy, why are we not following them? Because man has free will. We have our own thoughts and ideas of what is and what is not. My truths, my beliefs, your truths, your beliefs, her truths, her beliefs. It's all different. It's all different. The important thing is, as long as all of our truths and beliefs lead us to knowing who we really are, why we're here, and of the glory of God and His eternal love, perfect love, unconditional love. You say, I don't know what I'm talking about. Or I said, you don't know what you're talking about. If I did say that, I apologize. That was wrong of me. For then that would be me judging you and saying that you don't know what you're talking about. That just doesn't work. And I apologize. Because it works for you, given the model of the world that you have grown up in. There is no right or wrong, just what works and doesn't work. And if I made that statement, it doesn't work. Like I said, I'm not perfect as far as getting messages out there and the way that I'm doing it right now. Hopefully I will eventually perfect that. But even then, if I do perfect the message, that doesn't mean everybody should follow it. Everybody should think for themselves. That's why we're here. Think for yourself. Checking out channels out of curiosity. You don't know how many channels I check out. But I'm not going to check out channels that are all based in negativity. It's not what I need at this, not what I desire at this point in time in my journey. There's enough negativity out there. I just don't partake. And or if it isn't negativity, okay, cool. Then I usually watch a whole lot of stuff. I have many, many channels that I check out. I haven't checked yours out because it just didn't strike me to do so. Maybe I will now. Maybe I won't. I'm strange, bizarre, and funny. Well, thank you. I've been called worse, and that there is actually sums me up pretty good, I think. But only if the strange, bizarre, and funny is for the desired effect of having everybody really look inside themselves to know and understand themselves and God. Programming. Haven't we all been programmed? From our parents, relatives, friends, neighbors, from all different sides of either religious zealots or atheists and agnostics, witches, warlocks, Satanists. We're not who we are today because we haven't been through some programming. Just saying. You say I'm in deep trouble because I don't know how the system works. Amen. But I'm learning. I'm trying. And I'm going to continue trying. And the things that I have put out on here that I truly believe in, that I believe is the truth, is because it sits well with my spirit. It feels good. And I know that, okay, this is what I need to concentrate on. Then I get excited and I put videos out. We are all messengers. We are all masters. We know everything of the multiverse. We just don't remember. And yes, you and everybody else on the planet can scream out, I am love. Because that's what God says. We are love. How can we not be when we're a part of God? And God is love. Thank you very much for your video. Thank you for your concerns, not only for my mental health, but for others who might be drawn in to drink the Kool-Aid. I'm not here to try to set up a religious sect. I don't need a dogma. I don't need religion. I don't need followers, you know? A true God and true leader isn't judged so by how many followers he has or she has, but by how many leaders he or she creates. I love you. I thank you. And hopefully we can keep a dialogue going, man. God bless. And yeah, you were spot on for somebody who doesn't hang around me and doesn't know what my end game is, because everybody has to have an end game. I don't. I just want everybody to remember they're free and they are loved.